Hey everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a very happy Christmas and welcome to 2023. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I did. Our Christmas is very much a full-on family, chaotic Christmas. Always has been since I was young, so it was nice to have a little bit of normality. New Year was a little bit different. We've always done New Year with friends, invited them over, had a house party, then carry on down to a point where in our fancy dress and you see a lot of nightlife. It's one of the best nights of the year in my opinion for to a point. It was nice to do that the same. However, I couldn't drink as much, but I still had a good time. I was exhausted by 1, so I was home tucked up in bed by 1:30, which isn't any different from the year before. However, the year before I was very drunk because I was drinking through the pain of an untreated tumour. But it's weird to reflect because it feels like I've been on this journey for so long, but it's not actually been 12 months yet, which is actually quite crazy to think about. So where I'm at health-wise, I've not done a proper up-to-date health catch up with you guys really. I can't even think when the last one was. So I won't have any scans till May, but we did notice over the Christmas period a swelling appear on my back just up from where I had the radiation and where the tumour is. We noticed it it popped up all of a sudden, so we were like, oh, we're not sure. We took some photos and then I just got back. I've been in and they checked it out. They don't think it's anything to worry about. I'm not too worried about it. But it being new, we definitely doing the right thing by getting it checked out. The hospital aren't too worried about it at this point because the swelling has gone down a little bit from what it originally was. It's not painful to touch. It's not caused me any extra pain, which is a good sign. However, they have booked me in for an ultrasound. So they're just going to check it out just to see what it is. With PBT being still fairly new, they're still learning things. It's still working, so it could just be what happens. It could just be a swelling from the radiotherapy. But I'd rather be safe and get it checked out than it not be checked out and then potentially it be something serious. The last couple of weeks I've also noticed extra fatigue. I've been extremely tired, sleeping every other day for hours and hours on end. We've noticed it. Normally I sleep in and then I get up and I'm set for the day, but there's been a few times where I've probably been awake for about 5 hours over the whole course of the day, which isn't quite familiar ground. So when I was over the hospital today, getting my back checked, they referred me for bloods as well, just to check all my levels. Potentially it could be a bit of anemia. But other than that, I'm good. There's not really been much of a change in pain wise. The pain meds are still doing their thing, and it's just coping and working with that. I'm doing my physio exercises. I'll probably do a video showing you my physio exercises at one point, just for strength and motion. I've seen my specialist physio for other things to try and get a bit of feeling back in certain areas, if you get my gist. I'm having counselling, which I believe you guys knew about. I say counselling, it's more therapy. over the last 12 months, a lot has happened. It happened considerably quickly, so I didn't really have time to get my head around it, which caused me in about November time to have a bit of a very extended low period. So I was referred for counselling, and we're just talking through it, and I'm finding it very useful, and I'm discovering things which I didn't really think about beforehand, and I'm getting help with that, which is good. As much as my illness is affecting me physically, it is also taking that emotional and mental strain as well, so I'm working through that as well. I've also started, on the recommendation from my counsellor, Reiki. So I'm under Derriford in Plymouth, Derriford Hospital, and they have the Mustard Tree Centre there, which is run by Macmillan, I believe, and they offer complementary therapies. This could be Indian head massage, yoga, Reiki, lots of different things to look after your emotional, mental well-being, as well as being looked after for your physical well-being. I noticed a change in my ability to sleep. My counsellor recommended Reiki because she thinks I need to relax a little bit more. For those of you who know me, I can be very much on the go, lots of things happening at the same time. I like being busy, I like keeping my mind busy. So the last few months have been a bit different for me to deal with. But what Reiki does for me, it can work in lots of different ways. It's enabling me to relax a lot more. I've only been to a couple of sessions, but I've noticed a difference already, especially when I'm trying to relax and I'm like, I can feel myself tensing. So I just work through the 6 points, which are your feet, your hands, your eyes, your ears, your mouth and jaw, and your pelvic floor. If you relax all of them, I get to a position where I feel a lot more relaxed. It's also helping me sleep through the night where I wasn't beforehand, and it's helping me get off to sleep in the evening. In other good news, I said in a video at the end of last year, I can't remember which one, I said about getting back on the road, getting back driving. There's a car on its way, which has been ordered for me to have adaptions put in, and I have my Motability assessment on the 1st of next month, which is February. They'll assess my capability to drive and then what adaptions I need, I think, in the car. I've been driving since I was 17. To have to stop that quickly, I lost a bit of independence. So hopefully by being able to drive a car without being in lots of pain will give me that a little bit of independence back, which in turn will make my hopefully improve my emotional and mental well-being. So that's exciting. With it being 2023, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna fingers crossed keep to it, but I'm challenging myself. I'm gonna make it my mission to upload every other week, even if it's a 2-minute video of me just saying I'm all good, nothing's really changed. I'm gonna try and keep to 2 every other week, in the hopes it gives me something to focus on, and it keeps my mind busy, even though I've just said about I need to relax. But here we go, every 2 weeks, fingers crossed. But that's kind of it, I think, for today. It's kind of a summary of how my Christmas was, how New Year was, where I'm at medically, emotionally, mentally, etc. As always, if you've got any questions or any ideas for things you may want to see, whether that be more in-depth medical videos or fun challenge videos, just let me know below in the comments. Happy 2023, and I'll see you next time.